Thank you for joining me today for this very special Hangout on Air for companies that use Sage 50 or Sage 1 accounting software. The subject today is how to get started with MailChimp for e-marketing. My target audience for today's Hangout on Air are business-to-business companies that perhaps employ 10 to 100 people and have decided that they would like to start maybe with a company newsletter or started with email marketing and are currently using Sage 50 or Sage 1, which could be an initial source of contacts for your company newsletter. Now, if you fit this profile, then this Hangout on Air is especially for you. My name is Hugh Johnson. I'm Head of Business Development at Suntico. And if you would like to get in touch with me after this Hangout on Air, you can, of course, do so via the normal social channels or by email at hugh.johnson@suntico.com. If you enjoy this Hangout on Air, please share it with your friends and followers via your social networks. Or if you have any comments, please feel free to post them also via the social channels. And please, if you do like us, give us a good big Google +1 on our Google Plus page, and also add us to your circles. So on the agenda today, why MailChimp? And we did, of course, look at a number of different email marketing packages, and there are a lot of very good ones out there, but I'll specifically talk about why we're looking at MailChimp. Then how to get started, and specifically if you're talking about getting started with maybe a company newsletter, how to harvest those Sage contacts of yours using Suntico. And the great news is, if you enjoy today's Hangout on Air and you would like the facility to integrate MailChimp to your Sage accounting software, then of course you can do so. And you have an opportunity to win a free account that will link your MailChimp to your Sage 50 or Sage 1 system. So without further ado, why MailChimp? Okay, and this is not intended to be a promotion specifically for MailChimp, but when we were looking at email marketing systems to integrate to Suntico and therefore enable us to deliver these solutions to our Sage 50 and Sage 1 clients, we did have some important criteria that we were looking at, and MailChimp did really well against all the key criteria. And the main reasons why I would recommend MailChimp is really three reasons. It's packed with really great features. MailChimp is used to send 500 million emails per day. And based on that, there's a wealth of experience. And I believe there are something close to 10 million users of MailChimp. So there's a wealth of experience packed into the product there. It's incredibly easy to use. And for a small to medium-sized business, such as yourselves, the price plan is really good. And I'll come on to that now in a minute. So in fact, let's take a look. Okay, I've come through to the MailChimp homepage. So if you go to MailChimp.com, the first thing I want to take a look at, probably because it's the easiest to explain, is pricing. So kind of going in reverse order, we'll take a look at pricing first. And MailChimp, although they present on the page, they present three price plans there. If you're a small to medium-sized business, and let's say you want to get a regular company newsletter out to maybe less than 2,000 subscribers, there is an excellent free plan for up to 2,000 subscribers, which will allow you to send up to 12,000 emails a month. And that has all the main email marketing functionality that you would want within the system. But if you want to get more advanced, you can click on one of these other options here. And really, there are two options here. One is the advanced plan based on a monthly subscription, okay? And the other is a pay-as-you-go plan, rather like a lot of cell phone operators would offer. And the thing I like about the MailChimp pricing plan is, firstly, you've got the free plan, which is great. But then if you go onto the premium paid-for plan, you get all the functionality. And there's no kind of, you have to upgrade to get a bit extra. All the functionality is available. And whether you choose the pay-as-you-go plan or the monthly subscription plan, you get access to all the functionality. And basically, you just pay for the volume of emails that you send. So I think that is absolutely great. If you take a look at the features, There are truly a lot of very advanced features here within the system. There's the classic ones where you can set up different subscriber profiles. Some could be static profiles based on individual preferences and so on, and others could be activity-based profiles in terms of their open rates and click-through rates and so on. And all of this is tracked by MailChimp, and it's very accessible for you. And actually what they do then try and do is they try and grade each subscriber for you using this kind of star mechanism in terms of just giving you an indication of how engaged that person is with you. You can add automation and automated workflows. So if somebody subscribes to a newsletter or fills in a form on your website, you can maybe get the first email and then another email 3 days later, and then maybe another one 7 days later, and so on. It's got quite advanced systems around optimizing the time in which to send emails, and so you can actually optimize based on the time zone that different subscribers are based in, and you don't need to fill this in. MailChimp detects this automatically based on the IP address that your subscribers are from when they click through on any of your emails. And a feature that I think is really cool within MailChimp, if you're dealing with a bigger list, okay, is this idea of discover similar subscribers, okay? And this is really based on the fact that MailChimp are sending 500 plus million emails per day, and the chances are that they have sent on behalf of other people emails to your list and people in your list, because your list isn't exclusive to you, or members of it are not exclusive to you. And the discover similar subscribers feature really means if you've identified a group of subscribers that really fits the profile that you want to address with this email marketing campaign, what MailChimp will do in the background is it will look at everything that it knows about the rest of your subscribers, which is actually probably more than you know about them, and it will find you similar subscribers to the ones that you believe really fit the profile. It's got nice features in terms of integration to Twitter. If you don't want to bombard people with email, you can automatically post Twitter adverts to appear for specific members of your audience if you know their Twitter accounts. There's heaps of analytics and reporting available within MailChimp in terms of open rates, click-through rates, and so on. And I think for somebody who's really getting started, the email designer is just absolutely superb. It's drag and drop with dozens of pre-made templates for you, so that without needing a coder or a designer or anything like that, if you've just got the images that you want to work with and the text that you want to send, you can very quickly put together an extremely professional looking email. So that's some of the aspects, some of the features. And what I wanted to talk about now is ease of use. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to log in to MailChimp, into my account here. Now this is actually a paid for account. In fact, I've got 2 accounts here. And again, one of the nice features about MailChimp is that you can have multiple accounts. So maybe if you're a consultant acting on behalf of different clients, you can actually have different logins to go into the different accounts. And one of the things I really like then about MailChimp is everything that you can do within the system is you step through in a simple wizard type approach. And if you get lost, I'll just dive back to the main website. And if you get lost at any time, you go to support, okay? There is just a huge amount of information here on the website. I like the video tutorials best. Everything from getting started right at the beginning through to really advanced features, all driven by simple videos that you can pick up and follow. Now, as an example of ease of use, what I'm going to do now is the first thing you want to do before you send an email marketing campaign is create a list, okay, and get your list. So I'm a Sage 50 user. I've subscribed to Suntico, and I've connected my Sage 50 system up to Suntico, okay? And here's where the magic begins. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into Suntico. Of course, this is not a real account. This is a demonstration account. And in fact, if you want access to this demonstration account after the demo, after this Hangout on Air, you can do so, and I'll explain how you can do that. We go to the company profile here, and I've got this MailChimp integration here. So here's where I join my Suntico account to my MailChimp account. Okay. So if I go to sorry. Go to the account and I pick up the API, what's called the API keys. I just select that key, Control C, and just paste that in to the MailChimp account key. And the next thing I want to do, create a mailing list. I'm going to call this, I'm going to create a list. And you see this little pointer, it's telling me to create the list because I have no lists. It's all very user friendly, and I'm going to call this Bellwether mailing list. Default from q.johnson@suntico.com. That's okay. Default from name Q Johnson. You subscribed via our website, or you could say you're an existing customer, or whatever. Other options in terms of daily summaries or whatever that I want to get and save. So I've created my list. And if I just go into the list settings, I need to connect this list to my Suntico account. Here I've got the list ID. I just copy that and paste that in here, and I save that to my Suntico account. Record successfully updated. Okay, so I go back to my dashboard for my Suntico account. Now, what I'm not going to cover today is in the background, this is my Suntico system. It's an online account management system, and it's connected to my Sage 50 system. All my contacts from Sage 50 are synchronized up into here, and all I need to do now is just click this upload to MailChimp. And that synchronizes all my contacts from Suntico and uploads them into MailChimp. It's found some contacts with invalid emails, and that's fine, but it's pushed all those contacts through. Now, if I go back to my MailChimp account and I go to my lists, I now see my Bellwether mailing list with 56 subscribers. I'll just take a quick look at that. And I've got all my valid email addresses that I've pulled up from Suntico. It's also actually pulled through the account name, what type of account it is, a category which I've allocated within Suntico, our representative. Within Suntico, you can also add tags for the contact and for the account, and it's pulled those through as well. So I'm ready now to start with my campaigns. Now, in terms of how to do that, I'm going to cover that in a future Hangout on Air for you. So we don't have time to do that today, but don't worry, if you come back for the future session, we will be covering that. And in fact, we will be doing that on Wednesday, the 13th of May at 1300 Eastern Daylight Savings Time. And what I will be showing you is how to create your first email newsletter. It's very simple. And in fact, I'll be giving you an example, and I will be doing live creating a first email newsletter for Suntico to Suntico subscribers. So it will be a real one, okay? But if you can't wait until the 13th of May, please feel free to come along to our website, suntico.com, and see the button there that says try our demo. Just click on that, try our demo, and you'll be sent the logon details for the demo account that I've just been showing you. And you can test that out. Open up your own MailChimp account. It only takes you a couple of minutes, and test connecting that and connecting that up to Suntico. It'll only take you a few minutes. And if you really like what you've seen today, there's a chance for one of you today to win a free subscription to Suntico with MailChimp integration to your Sage 50 system or Sage 1 system if you can solve the anagram Divine Cat Phone Cam. And if you go to the web address there, bit.ly/Suntico_competition, and the clue, there's more of a clue there and how to enter. And all you need to do is solve that anagram. And the first one to solve it will win a free subscription for 12 months. I would like to thank you for your attention today. And please join us on future Hangouts on Air from Suntico.